that I was completely serious.
そっか。
I thought that rehearsing any more today might end up having an adverse effect. On that note, I began packing up my Fortelle. Practice is suspended until tomorrow.
そうだね。
I'll have you know that I'm absolutely not saying that because I care to relax myself.
ありがとう。
I only just got here and we started practicing immediately, so I managed to finish my preparations to leave within seconds. I shouldered my Fortelle and asked Fall, who was still resting in her chair. Hey, did something happen over there? It was meant to be a casual question, but Fall's eyes went wide with surprise. It made it clear enough that something did happen, although I felt I shouldn't press her for details. Never mind. Anyway, rest up for today. We'll start again tomorrow.
そこまで送るよ。
There's no need, really. I replied, but Fall had already gotten up and walked to the entrance. I quickly followed her and put my hand on the doorknob before she could. Up to here, it's fine. What shall we do about tomorrow's rehearsal?
そうね。3年の個人レッスンは新年に入ってからはないから。
Noon?
朝から。というのはさすがにかわいそうだから、コーデル先生の個人レッスンがあった時間からでいいよ。
10 o'clock, huh? I can agree with that.
遅れないように。それでさ、コーデル先生で思い出したんだけど。
Oh yeah, she did ask us to demonstrate our performance sometime.
明日にでも行ってみる？
Yeah, sounds good. We'll rest well today.
はい。
Our roles had been reversed, but Fall consented. See you tomorrow.
あ、
Just as I was about to turn the doorknob, Fall let out a whimper, as though wanting to say something.
あのね、一つ聞いていいかな？
Sure.
私の歌は価値のあるものなのかな？
Worthy?
私はプロになれるかな？
I let go of the knob for now and faced the girl head on. Noticing that, anger flashed across her face for a split second, and she cast her eyes downward. The anger didn't seem directed at me, but at herself.
気にしないで。
Well, I'm not confident I can put this nicely, so I'll keep it simple. It is, and you will. You have the talent, and you have the qualifications. In closing, I added a smile and said to the silent, motionless girl, "See you tomorrow." After a short delay, Fall broke a humble smile and answered,
また明日。
Janaido. Marcoletti.
今日は帰りは早いの？
Probably. Her part-time job starts again today.
休めないの？
Apparently not.
でも、それで朝早いんだね。
Exactly. Just perfect. Miss Cordell's private lessons have finally ended, and yet I still have to go to school before noon every day.
その割には嬉しそうな顔してる。
Maybe.
否定しないんだ。
I figured you would understand. Putting the personal aspects aside, on a music level, I can't help but feel captivated by her talents.
都合のいい言葉にしか聞こえないけど。
Yeah, perhaps it is, but you know, something changed in her voice.
そんなに急に変わるものなの？
Maybe because the thing she was missing wasn't of the technical kind.
それでより強く惹かれた？
I suppose so.
申し訳ないとは思わないの？
I do, but right now I think this is the right thing for me to do.
そっか。なら私から言えることはもう何もないね。
Sorry.
なんで謝るの？あるの手紙にもあったでしょ？クリスが正しいと思うことをすればいいって。
Yeah.
ならたくさん練習していい結果を残せるように頑張ること。
Got it.
よろしい。それじゃいってらっしゃい。
Sometimes I would get confused about the nature of my relationship with Forney. Protector and protege was what I thought about it when I first met her. Forney was incapable of many things, not that she needed much in the first place. But whenever she did, like to go outside for example, she would require my helping hand. That is why I had seen her as a roommate to look after for. But in reality, she was probably the one keeping my mind healthy. As we just did, I would discuss my decision with her. Trying to turn this thing down so when the timer goes off, it's not going to be blaringly loud. She would often support my views, which helped me remain confident. I could talk to her about things I would never be able to tell Torda or Asino. And since it took so long for a reply from Ari to arrive, I needed someone I could rely on in the meantime. I kind of want to play something, because I know Chris practiced, but I did not. So, I made my way through the unexpectedly crowded hallway and entered the practice room. Fall was already there, sitting on a chair, fully prepared to begin. Good morning. Right down to business, huh? And until then? When you put it like that, I get a little nervous myself. Indeed. Fall's fatigue from yesterday seemed to have completely dissolved. Her energetic demeanor put me at ease. It wasn't just her physical condition I'd been worried about, but also what she said yesterday. However, it appeared she had returned to being the regular Fall. We finished the lunch Fall had made for us in the practice room, then headed toward the lesson room where we had our appointment with Miss Cordell. Whoa, are we late? It's at 13:30. That's like 1:30, isn't it? What's going on? Why are we late? Right on time. What? Thank you.
朝から練習すると言っていたから発声練習も必要ないな。ええ。二人の演奏を聞くのは初めてだから楽しみにしているよ。
Please don't set your expectations too high.
大丈夫。練習通り行きましょう。
You're right.
なんだ。言葉の割に自信はあるみたいだな。
We have sort of been practicing after all.
一応じゃないでしょ。
わかった。とにかく
Okay.
聞かせてもらおう。
High stress right now. Understood. Having completed our preparations, I rested my fingers on the keyboard of my Fortelle and began playing the first notes. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'll cut this out right here. 5 stars. 5 stars. Yes. Perfect performance. We finished the song. The final reverberations. Sorry about that. My heart is pounding. I was trying so hard on that. A Fall's voice and my Fortelle were absorbed by the soundproof walls.
いいだろう。
Miss Cordell said with a satisfied look on her face. And that's it. I didn't need to hear anyone's opinion to know how our performance went. Just that, it seemed to change it seemed the change I had sensed in Fall's voice yesterday had all but disappeared once again. It was a terribly subtle detail which perhaps only Forney and I would ever be able to detect. Maybe it didn't even exist in the first place. When I looked at Miss Cordell's face, I wouldn't be surprised if I had been worrying about nothing. Of course, those who hadn't gone through extensive tutoring by her would probably never be able to read anything from her ever expressionless visage.
ファルシータ君と組むと聞いたときは正直不安もあったが、 相性は悪くなかったようだ。
相性？
不真面目な生徒と真面目な生徒の組み合わせだ。懸念するには十分な材料だと思うが。
You're complimenting us, right?
だから悪くないと言っているだろ。
悪くないです
Not
か？
bad. I got 5 stars. That's a considerable compliment coming from Miss Cordell. Normally she'd just tell you to do it over no matter how good it was.
そうなんだ。
聞こえていると言って隠すつもりもないんだろうが。
Like I could in a confined room like this.
まあいい。本番までそんなに時間はない。この調子で頑張るように。
Yes, ma'am.
はい。
We finished what we came here for. Miss Cordell didn't have all the time in the world either, so we quickly packed up to leave. I hoisted my Fortelle over my shoulder and went for the door when Miss Cordell suddenly posed me a question.
アーシノのパートナーについては何か聞いていないか？
Huh? Nothing in particular. It seems he's busy searching, though.
そうか。それならいい。
Should I tell him to come see you when I see him?
いや、パートナーに関してはその報告も
Sorry,
彼
trying
に
to
任せよう。
get more comfortable. Are you sure?
一番の不安材料がうまくいっているんだ。大丈夫だろう。
Your number one cause for concern. That would be me, right?
ああ、
Thank you for that. I needed that. Don't laugh at me. Fall had to laugh a bit at seeing Miss Cordell confirm my suspicion with a smile. I'd wanted to say something in return, but that gesture made me lose the willpower. I just returned a wry smile, then left the room behind me.